The Khoisan is a collective term to refer to the various hunter-gatherer indigenous tribes of Southern Africa. They are in fact two evolutionarily related but culturally distinct groups of populations that have occupied Southern Africa for up to 140,000 years. This Khoekhoe nation and San are grouped under the single term Khoisan as representing the indigenous substrate population of Southern Africa prior to the hypothesized Bantu expansion reaching the area roughly between 1,500 to 2,000 years ago. Many Khoisan peoples are the direct descendants of a very early dispersal of anatomically modern humans to Southern Africa before 150,000 years ago. Some 22,000 years ago, they were the largest group of humans on Earth. San are popularly thought of as foragers in the Kalahari desert and regions of Botswana, Namibia, Angola, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Lesotho, and northern South Africa. The word San is from the Khoekhoe language and simply refers to foragers, those who pick things up from the ground, who do not own livestock. As such, it was used in reference to all hunter-gatherer populations of the Southern Africa region, who Khoekhoe-speaking community came in contact with, and was largely in term referring to a lifestyle distinct from a pastoralist or agriculturalist one and not to any particular ethnicity. Khoisan languages share click consonants and do not belong to other African language families for much of the 20th century. They were thought to be genealogically related to each other, but this is no longer accepted. They are now held to comprise 3 distinct language families and 2 language isolates. Their most notable uniting feature is their consonant. Linguistic believe that the more clicks you have, the older the language is, and this one has 5, the most of any. They have one of the most complex languages in the world. Here's the example of the Khoisan languages. The Khoisan are variously described as the world's first or oldest people, Africa's first or oldest people, or the first people of South Africa. Their first people status is due to the fact that they commonly retain genetic elements of the most ancient Homo sapiens. It is suggested that the ancestors of the modern Khoisan expanded to Southern Africa from East or Central Africa before 150,000 years ago. By the beginning of the mega drought 130,000 years ago, there was 2 ancestral population clusters in Africa. They were ancestral to the Khoisan and bearers of haplogroup L16 in Central and Eastern Africa. This group gave rise to the San population of hunter-gatherers. Their nearest living relatives are postulated to be the Adzabeg people from north-central Tanzania and Mbutu pygmies from the eastern Congo. A much later wave of migration around or before the beginning of the Common Era gave rise to the Khoi people who were pastoralists. This group carried DNA from Eurasian as well as some Neanderthal groups. Do the Khoisan in Africa have Asian DNA? No, the Khoisan are actually far older than any Asian DNA. Their ancestors have been inhabiting that part of Africa from before the first migration of Homo sapiens out of Africa, which occurred roughly 80,000 years or thereabout. Thus, their DNA predates any haplotype that formed in Asia. Genius at living off the land, finding water where no one else can, and deriving food and medicine from over 1,000 different plants. The Odia cactus plant was used by the San people as medicine to suppress their appetite. The Buchu plant, also known as boigoi plant, was used by the San to treat kidney and urinary tract diseases as well as minor digestive disturbance. Today, the Khoisan struggle to maintain their traditional way of existence, and we are currently witnessing the end of their hunter-gathering lifestyle. Once again, it is Yemi Melikaya for Historical Africa. If you have enjoyed this video and would like to see more content like this, then please help support our growth by liking and sharing this video. Thank you for watching and bye for now.